So this is definitely a good idea, right? Hosting multiplayer? I wanted to do just Vurhonga multiplayer in general, but I got to thinking, like, the odds of just disconnecting like 12 times and probably having more annoyances than anything are too high. So I'm hosting multiplayer. If you guys want to join, it should be just Flinter server. We can massacre everything. There's nothing on this map that I'm aware of that needs to be worried about, and we'll see what happens. Let's go with this. Let's not go with this. Let's go with, there we go. Do we want a bow? Seems like a bad idea. Considering this is multiplayer, I feel like what's going to happen is we're going to probably just want to kill things when we see it. So let's get some 30-06 ammo if we don't have that already. We should be pretty much ready to head off. I guess we do. Nice. Alright, let's see what happens. What's going on, Tristan? Since when has Flinter ever discon? 12? What are you asking me? Is multiplayer someone else's map or just a random map? Do you mean like the current multiplayer stream? Or do you mean when you play multiplayer, like how does that work? What's up, Ace Hunter? Tyron's in here, one is in here running on the treadmill and Flinter streams, that's awesome. There you go, let's see, can you do the whole 2 hours? I couldn't do 2 hours. Killed a Melnistic mule deer, nice man. No, Beagle did not take my Kia Storm. Good to see you, by the way. When you play multiplayer, oh, I see what you're saying. So, like, if you were to join my multiplayer server, it would be my animal population. So, like, if I played single player on Vurhonga, or if I host multiplayer on Vurhonga, the animals that are on the map are the same. So when you join my game, it's my set of animals. If you join, I don't know, Bottom Boy's game, because he just came in with the 35-month membership renewal, welcome back, man. You would have Bottom Boy's animals, and so on. How you doing, dude? Hope you're doing well. Anther coming soon. Yeah, ooh. When's the announcement? Tomorrow, huh? That could be interesting. I just recorded a classic video for tomorrow. Gonna have to maybe reconsider that, because... Ooh, my thing's off. Decent chance that we have some good angler news. We'll figure that out when we get to it. What's up, bro? Very jealous, stuck at work instead of playing. Just bought this map. Oh, nice. If you haven't been on the map very much yet, first of all, you're really going to enjoy it. But second of all, you'll probably have... I couldn't even hazard a guess as to how many hours before you'll really get to explore everywhere on the map. I find Vurhonga takes a long time to find everything. It's loaded with animals, it's got all these little lakes throughout, and the coastline, Cape Buffalo, Warthog, Kudu, there's tons of them down there. I don't like 4 spots in Vurhonga, so my animals would be fire or trash. I guess it depends on the initial spawns if you're only hunting a couple spots. Caldwell the Angler coming to PS5, it's coming to console. I don't know if they've said, like, what generation of consoles, but surely PS5 is among them. Server name should be Flinter server, Flinter's game. I can't remember what they... Ooh, hi. Can't remember what they call that. But Flinter's the in-game name. Same as the way it's spelled on the channel. What's going on, Finn? How are you? Just joined? What did I miss yesterday? I shot my first great one. I thought I would never get one. It was a Fabled Mixed Spoon Rack Fallow. Oh, nice, man. That's awesome. Congrats. What did you miss? Pretty much just getting our loadout. We have not shot anything yet. And apparently we have the 357 with no scope, which is not really what I wanted, but it's what we have. But I do want to check for Springbuck down here. Other than, obviously, a Diamond Duration Widgeon, which, if we find one of those today somehow hosting multiplayer, that'd be nuts. The one thing I do still want to get is a Diamond True Rack Springbuck. As much as I'm not a huge fan of how they look, I do want at least one for the lodge. So, we've been trolled twice now. Still hoping to get one. There's a big female. And we'll see what happens. Where were those there? There was a male call. I know there was. Well, we're going to shoot that big level 3 female then. What's up, Will? Maybe the 357's not that bad. Messed up a diamond potential whitetail today. It always sucks to do that, but the good news is, of the, like... Whoa, okay. That's scary. Of the animals in Call of the Wild, whitetail do make diamond pretty often. That's a nice, like, that female's not bad. I just wish it continued to scale up from there. It just doesn't feel like it does. What is she barking at? So Kyla is currently, I think, at the store with her dad and her dad's girlfriend who are visiting, and they are not home, so I don't know why she's doing that. I love the golden hour in this game. Any map, it's spectacular, but here is even more so. Oh, like, sunrise, sunset? It is really, really nice. Named the Melnistic Mule Deer Charcoal. That's a good name. What did we name ours? Midnight? Got my second diamond turkey today. There you go. They are a little tougher to get diamond of now that they actually can troll. Hello down there. Guess we can try to get that. It will be interesting with no scope. But we'll try to scoot in that way. Barking because I'm at the door? Oh, hi. Which lodge do you prefer? I like the aesthetics of the late... Hello? I like the aesthetics of the Latent Trophy Cabin. I like the size of Saseka Safari. And then I like the setup of Spring Creek Manor. Like the two-story thing and the staircases and the way, like the entrance in Spring Creek Manor is my favorite. Saseka, you can place the most stuff. But the way they set up Latent Trophy Cabin is kind of my favorite overall. So I like them all, but I use Saseka Safari because it's the biggest. Is a black fur variation for feral pig rare? Do they even... Yeah. They used to be called brown. I had it backwards. I believe it's just like an uncommon. Today I bought Emerald Coast and I finally got a Diamond Bantang. There you go. One of my favorites. I think we still only have one Diamond Bantang, but they do look so good. Is that server full? I think so. Filled up pretty fast. I'm sure it'll be kind of churning throughout. Have people in and out, so I'll attempt to keep an eye on like when people are leaving and joining. The only thing is, because Call of the Wild is Call of the Wild, and because multiplayer in Call of the Wild is multiplayer, it's going to be tough for me to know if someone leaves on purpose or because they disconnected. There is no way we're hitting that. We'll just use the 30-06. Okay. Haven't seen that one before. Do you like the token system in the Angler? I like it much better now. The way that it worked before, it was fine, but it made, like, no sense. You would make a bunch of credits when you level up. And I don't know if it kept track of, like, say how many fish it took you to level up. I felt like there was no consistency to the amount of credits you'd make when you did reach a new level. Now you earn credits per fish that you catch. There's the... Oh, you're talking about, like, the legendary gold diamond tokens? That's a great idea, I think. Because what you can really do is target a bunch of, say, lake trout, northern pike, fish that get to good size, even as a low metal. Like a silver lake trout, even like a 10-pound lake trout, actually does get you some... That is the derpiest looking jackal. I hope it's because it's in that running animation. Anyway, you make decent credits from that. Like, you'll actually get a fair bit of XP and credits just from catching like a 15-pound lake trout. The absolute best gear in the game, you have to catch diamonds, golds, legendaries to even unlock it, which I think is a good system. Can you do more lives on Hunter? Are you saying the Hunter Call of the Wild? I mean, I'm not going to be able to add any like additional stream days, but you know, sometimes the Friday streams are Way the Hunter, sometimes they're Call of the Wild, same as the Monday streams as we're doing right now, so just, okay, just sort of depends on the day and what we've played a lot recently. Forgot how bad multiplayer chat covers up the score. I don't get it. I'm not sure if it was just made in single player and there was no thought of where the multiplayer chat is, but it was fine. Like, the way that it was fine. The medal and the score were just above the multiplayer chat, as if it was meant to be there. And then they changed it. I don't know why. What's up, Pizza? Where's my reserved spot? It's right there up in that tree. Not gonna lie, Call of the Wild content in general has gotten way less interesting since I started playing Way the Hunter. I get you. Like, if I can explain my perspective on it correctly, and it's hard for me to really put it into words, but when you get a trophy in Way the Hunter, in all likelihood, you really worked hard to get it. You probably managed herds, you probably found that animal, watched it grow, kept an eye on where it was, and, you know, found it as a 5-star. Nothing wrong with that. And also nothing wrong with the way Call of the Wild works, but if you find a trophy in Call of the Wild, you probably ran around, shot a bunch of stuff, and it eventually showed up. It's a little more of like a numbers game in Call of the Wild. Both approaches are perfectly fine, but I do get what you're saying. Like, honestly, full disclosure, what I kind of wanted to do today was go to Aurora Shores and age our melanistic moose on Way the Hunter, but we have done a decent bit of Way the Hunter content lately, so I wanted to get back here, and I did really want to do Vurhonga multiplayer. I thought that'd be fun. Well, I don't know what Danny said, but I like how everybody's just suddenly not agreeing with... I'm assuming it was Go Broncos or something to that effect. There's a male springbuck? Where are we, actually? I never hunt here. Maybe we need to, because even if it's like passing through multiplayer, there are some zones here. And you know what I didn't do was grab the scope for the 357. So, 30-06 it is. Wow. Must have been a great shot he dropped. Is the game full? Yes. What bow do you use to hunt with? Are we talking about real life? This year I've got a Dart and Veracity 35. I love that thing. I'm hopefully maybe gonna get a video out talking about the entire setup within the next week or so, because I'm going to Kentucky here middle of September. And I intend to hopefully shoot a buck with that bow. Also, if you don't follow me or Meat Hunters on Instagram, we're sponsored by Tethered, and I literally just got my Tethered saddle set up in the mail a couple days ago. So I filmed an unboxing video, climbed the tree with it, took a couple shots. I gotta finish editing that video, but I'm so stoked for that. I think the versatility of being able to set up anywhere, whether that is hunting public land in Kentucky or, you know, private land here, where we hunt in West Virginia with Will, that's private land, but even still, like, you might set up in a spot. I'll tell you exactly what I'm thinking already, actually. I've hunted this one stand that we have set up 2 years in a row, and I've had nice mature gobblers pass by about 80 yards. Guess where I'm going to set up my saddle this year? That's the thing I really like about it. You have a melanistic moose on Way the Hunter? Yep. I think, the last stream we did before Tickamoon Plains Early Access, we hunted Aurora Shores. I really can't say that we killed anything special. Oh no, we did. We had 2 5-star Roosevelt elk. It was actually quite cool. Ooh, hello there. But yeah, in the process, we did find a melanistic moose. So he's a 1-star young. He's in a good spot, and I'm hopeful for that one. We have that albino red deer on Transylvania we gotta get. We have obviously the melanistic moose, and I'm hoping, at least with the female albino Cape Buffalo we have, we can age them up and get them as matures. Lots of stuff. Is Call of the Wild cross-platform? Unfortunately, no, it is PC only. Well, this game is PC only. I'm guessing that's what you're asking. I wish that, you know, console players were able to join my multiplayer game and so on, but it is not cross-platform. What is happening with these? Because there's 2 arrows that, like, cross right here? How did you get your gun to light up the animal? Okay, so this is, in my opinion, one of the most important skills you can get in the entire game. So we're going to go under the ambusher tree, top of tier 2 with sight spotting. Basically, it allows you to spot animals, whether that's with your scope, bow sights, open sights on a shotgun as long as they're close enough, anything like that. It's crucial to me. Because far too often, you spot the animal with your binoculars, get the gun up, and maybe it walks behind a tree or just moves a little bit, and you can't quite see where it is anymore. Speaking of can't quite see where it is, what is the deal with the springbuck? 13 days to capercaillie and black grouse and hazel grouse hunting? You know, it's funny, I don't know why, but it's funny to me to like see all the species that are on Reventuli, and it's like, oh yeah, people actually hunt all those things. It's not just like a bunch of animals thrown together. Reventuli's well done. I was gonna hunt there today too, and then I remembered we have a moose grind set up, and I don't know. If you think Call of the Wild's gonna make it cross-platform someday, this game, no. I'd say we're too far into the life cycle of this game. I think maybe one day, you know, because they didn't make the Hunter Classic, but they purchased the Hunter Classic pretty early on couple years in. It was around for 8 or 9 years, and then they made the Hunter Call of the Wild. We're coming up on 7 years. Next February, maybe they have another game in the works, and maybe that one ends up being cross-platform. But at this stage, I can't imagine they would, undertake that big of a job with this game. It does very well for itself, all things considered. 2 hours before I need to go to work, I should be sleeping. A good pre-work nap is never a bad idea. Give a separate channel for IRL hunting? Yeah, so Danny's got a link there in chat. If you click that link that Nightbot has, that'll take you to the Meat Hunters channel. I do post all my real-life hunting videos on this channel as well. There are certain things that I'll only post on Meat Hunters, like sometimes product reviews. The Meat Hunters Instagram, if you're on Instagram and you're interested in like what I have going on throughout the hunting season, Meat Hunters is going to be the place to find most of that. I do post stuff to my story, not as much as I post to Meat Hunters though. Meat Hunters, if you don't know, is basically me. Well, I would say the main two are myself and TK. If you don't know TK, he was a community manager for EW for, I don't know, 5 years or so. That's how we like met and got into like self-filming together. I think we found the ones we're after. Oh, that's gonna be him right there. That's a wide 4, but not a big 5. Got another 4. Another okay 4, actually. And, oh, 3 big 4s. So what are the odds that we can do this just right and kill all of them? Because I have an idea. In the meantime, to finish that thought, the other members of the Meat Hunter crew would be Kyla, my fiance, and my brother. We have had Aaron filming a little bit, and I think Bottom Boy's going to film some this year if he can get this set up. I know in Kentucky I'm going to bring at least my brother's camera for him, so adding a little bit of extra content in there too. So here's my idea. If I had any ability to climb this hill, we're going to shoot the one on the far side first. These guys should hear it, but they shouldn't spook. Gotta make sure we're like over, let's go over 250. Alright, and that is that one. Sadly with the 30-06, but none of them are going to be diamonds. So that's that. And essentially what I want to do is get the other 2 quickly. How do you think the angler will do a skill tree, like 5% attractiveness for all crankbaits for trout species? Have they said they're going to do a skill tree? Because that actually would be a great idea. That's the one I actually want. They might be far enough apart we don't even need to rush this. Got that. Now he's just alert. That is I love the shape of that. It's just not big enough. Kinda whiffed on that, but it's gonna get him. By not big enough, I don't mean he's not gonna make diamond, which obviously is not. I mean that Springbuck just should be bigger. Who's zooming? Are there already 8 people on the map? At the moment, yes. And do you even play with open servers? This is probably the first time I've done an open server in, like, years. The main reason is, it can be, well, evidently we may have a speed hacker or something in the game right now. That stuff's not always ideal. We don't really want that going on. But it can just be chaos. So typically when I stream, I just do single player, but I wanted to change it up, see what happened today. So when will the "this is the only way to cook backstrap" video come out? Man, if I had any faith in my ability to cook something that would be good enough that wouldn't get a ton of criticism, I'd 100% do it. But I just know that I'd be like, this is how I cook my backstrap, and I'd get 100 comments like, that's overcooked, you completely ruined it, why would you do that? Would have been a small gold. Figures the one that we hit badly was the biggest one. When do we find out the release date of the Angler on console? I think we find out tomorrow. They said there was going to be like a big announcement regarding console release tomorrow, so I'm assuming that means release date is announced tomorrow, but they didn't say that exactly, so I wouldn't, put a ton of faith in that. I heard the ducks. We're not. You know what I never thought of? What about... a little bit off. Okay, so my thought was maybe we had to lead them less with a rifle. I think we should just go 22. Biggest springbuck you got. I've had 2 trolls. Both were, I think, sub 80, 79-ish. Did you notice when you headshot that warthog on Wait the Hunter, it gave you a 5-star trophy rating? What? No. Trophy rating or hunt rating? I know there are bugs with, like, the trophy rating and stuff. Cooking food has people more opinionated than politics. Honestly, that is so true. Like, I think it would be great to do some, like, field-to-table stuff, and maybe eventually I will. Then I'm a pretty, like, simplistic person when it comes to how I cook my venison. Like, when we do backstraps, we pretty much do the same thing with backstraps every time. A lot of what we do is just ground venison, which I guess maybe I could do videos with that, but it is asking for a lot of criticism when you make videos like that. What do you think will be the next great one? Of my money's on Roosevelt elk or wild boar. Yeah, I do think it's going to be a base game species. Wild boar would be a good one. Oh, that's... So the shot was probably... it's still too far back. It's going to hit maybe in the intestines, but kind of had his old noggin in the way. So what do I think is going to be the next great one? I think wild boar is a good one. People have wanted like a Hogzilla type great one in Call of the Wild for a long time, so could end up that. Hunt rating, okay. Yeah, that shouldn't be a thing, should it? Would it... Was the, like, taxonomize option lit up? If you know, don't go back and look just for me. I can go and look eventually. Woo! Who needs a scope? I think I said that earlier. Okay, but that wasn't bad. Does it change the size of the springbuck in the, or the animal in general, in the harvest screen based on, like, how much of the screen it would take up? Because, like, obviously it's got his legs outstretched. Smoked. Ended up taking that 4-star albino cape, and he was 75%. Yeah, good thing you took him. Kyla had one too. 80-something%, I think it was, a 4-star albino, and she ended up shooting it. There's almost no winning with that. Because if you let them go and they die, it's just the biggest shame. If you shoot it too early, it's a bigger shame. Yet, you could taxidermy it, and pretty sure it was a 1-star adult and it gave you a 5-star hunt rating for a brain shot. I'm gonna have to look at that. Excuse me, sir. Do you mind? Hello? That was a pretty close shot to not even react to. Okay, fine. We'll try it anyway. Didn't even need the 22. I let 2 4-stars go and they both died. It's gonna happen more than it doesn't. Are you talking about rares or just 4-stars in general? Because with rares, I couldn't risk it. I'd be counting the days and just trying to shoot him at his max age. But, like, 4-stars in general, I just let them. If they die, they die, but I'd rather have 24 stars die and not make it to 5 than shoot one that would have been a 5. Just killed a level 5 almost guaranteed diamond and I got trolled. The worst. I can't think of the word I want. Like, spotting estimates? Score estimates? I don't know why my brain just was like, nope. They can be so trolly in this game. What's the best way to get diamonds, would you say? If you want diamonds, like, in general, I mean, like, I would go to, like, Quattro Cleanus and just start shooting Ibex. Honestly, you're going to get a bunch that way. You could do it in multiplayer, you could do it in single player. I think both are going to produce quite a few. It's going to be fun, I think, with this multiplayer thing, because what it's going to do is it's going to force us into, like, areas that we maybe wouldn't otherwise hunt. Because instead of just going from lake to lake to lake, to stay out of everyone's way, we're going to kind of weave through. Got another space in the server, by the way, if you guys want to, if someone's out there wants to jump in. The way you avoid getting trolled is that you just don't know what the diamond requirement is. That helps. That really does. We're on a roll with Springbuck, and I don't even know, like, this is just pure luck. I don't actually know where to hunt them, to be 100% honest. Shot a level 5 Plains Bison on SRP, but he trolled by 1 point. I shot one on Yukon that trolled me pretty bad. But then luckily we just got that one on SRP recently. Okay, I don't know why I don't see that in the chat, but Statler Family Outdoors, thanks for becoming a Shoesty. I really appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, and if you're not in the Discord already, be sure to join that as well. Link up YouTube, get the member roll, take advantage of all that good stuff, and enjoy the green name and emojis here in chat. How dare you ducks not be spottable? There's more. I think there's more. Yeah, yep, there they are. Also not spottable. Great. That's just what I wanted. Okay. What's up, mistress? I found the perfect mount for a Warthog and Way the Hunter. It's the rock mount just inside the door to the bar. You should take a look and consider putting a future 5-star Warthog there. I think I know where you mean. Okay, that guy's got a way better estimate. Can we even see to do this? Oh boy. Kinda. I think that smoked him. Yeah, it did. One day I'll get a scope. What's up, Michelin Man? You haven't missed too much. We did shoot 3 max estimate level 4 Springbuck, but all fairly... Oh, hello. All fairly small ones. If I see a level 3, I will panic. Ooh, that's a nice one. I think they're all just... non-special ones, though. What's up, Stevie? I shot a diamond fallow, then my game crashed and couldn't pick it up. That is... Were you on Te Awaroa? There seems to be an issue, and I don't know if this is what caused your crash necessarily, but there seems to be an issue where... like, identifying warning calls while doing a particular action. Maybe you're reloading a weapon, maybe you're... I don't know, using a collar. Reloading seems to be the main one. It will crash your game. And it's really, really annoying. I like this. We just run around aimlessly and find Springbuck for days. Wind is bad. He's not big. And now he's dead. What's the server name? Should just be Flinter's server, Flinter's game. I can't remember if Call of the Wild uses server or game. I think it's server. But same spelling as the YouTube channel. I do have the vibe that you're going to start level 3 today, but chaos will ensue. I mean, I'm not even going to lie. I would probably immediately leave multiplayer and just go to single player. What the... No, that wasn't right. They just spawned there, didn't they? Alright. Maybe that was a bug. I'm going to keep an eye on that. Stuff starts spawning around us. We're going to have to go back to single player. Where did the name Flinter come from? It's essentially... me being... I don't know. I might have legitimately been 12 at the time. My favorite game for years, my favorite hunting game, was Cabela's Dangerous Hunts 2009. If you've played that game, you may recall the main character's name was Flint Abrams, and I just thought he was the coolest, most, you know, manly hunter there ever was. So I played through the game probably 5-6 times, maybe more than that. And I was finally like, okay, I need to, like, I gotta find another game. I just play this nonstop, and I know every nook and cranny, and I know exactly how to do every mission. And I had actually seen the Hunter Classic. Almost nobody knows this, but they had TV commercials in like 2009, 2010. I saw one of those commercials, remembered it, went to the Hunter Classic, and I had to make an account. And I was like, well, I'm going to be Flint Abrams in the Hunter. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, someone else had already thought of that. So that name was taken, and just Flint was taken. So I don't know, my 12-year-old mind was like, just add an ER and call it good. And here we are. Did you ever make a clip for that to link? Nope. When was I going to do that? In the lead up to going to Georgia back in April, I was going to do it, and then I got sick. And yeah, I have a bunch of clips I need to do. I'm so far behind with stuff. And going into hunting season, what I need to do is get a laptop. Because then I can maybe edit, like, even if I'm sitting at, like, say I go to hunt at my parents'. After hunting, if my dad's making dinner, I can real quick throw a clip together, whatever it's got to be. Because it's going to be tough this season to keep the clip channel going. And frankly, I don't even know the last time I posted a clip on there. But either way, I'm sure you see the problem there. What if we go, like, down here? I don't even know what's over here anymore. What's up, Billy? Just got into classes. I'm mad at you for streaming on Fridays during classes. Oh, because I stream at 1 on Friday? Yeah, you know, the main thing that, like, I guess started my, my stream schedule was I mostly streamed around the way that I hunted. Like, for instance, I used to stream on Saturdays, and then I kind of realized, like, I pretty much every Saturday I go hunting at my parents' place, so maybe I should stream Fridays. And then I did stream Friday. I think I streamed at 3 o'clock. I'm almost sure. Same time as this. But, kind of same deal. Friday nights, normally I'd go hunt at my parents', so I streamed early enough that I could get up there and still hunt. It's all around hunting schedules, but I do like it because it kind of, you know, unfortunately doesn't work out perfect for you, but it does give some people, like, you know, maybe they can't make the Monday stream, but they can make the Friday stream. Maybe they can't make the Friday stream, they can make the Wednesday stream, and so on. Is there a place where I can give some game ideas for the angler? I imagine. Did I forget to post this stream was live, by the way? Well, good thing Mistress is here. I don't know why the title shared like that, though. Anyway. Do they have... yeah, they have literally a game suggestions, text channel. It worked? Okay. As long as I don't have the title as Way the Hunter. I enjoy this area of the map, but all I ever see is rabbits. Yeah, I was thinking rabbits and maybe jackal. But who knows? I thought maybe there could be springbuck. We'll get down here into like wildebeest and Cape Buffalo territory too. What rest do you have on your bow? I don't know the specific model, but it's like a... I thought I heard ducks. It's like a middling QAD. It's not the top-of-the-line QAD. It's not the cheapest one. It's like right in the middle. I had, and I want to say it's actually still on my old Hoyt, so I might steal it. Not this year, because I'm already paper-tuned and good to go. But I had like the more expensive QAD one. It had like the little micro-adjustment knobs and stuff. I don't know why I haven't stolen that, because I already stole the sight off the Hoyt for Kyla's bow. Mistress loves the angler? I know. She has like 6,000 hours and the game came out last year. First one took me 10,000 kills, second one took me 237. Oh, you got 2 great ones today. Nice. Both fallow? They should add snakes to Call of the Wild. So when playing Red Dead Redemption 2, and running into, you know, rattlesnakes and the different snakes that are around, I thought that could maybe be cool. Could make for some decent multi-mounts, but I don't know that anyone wants to hunt a snake. It would just kind of be there. Can you try American Marksman? Is that mobile game? I wasn't real impressed with that one. What's your favorite trophy of all time? I go back and forth, I really do. I think the Piebald Diamond Gray Fox is my favorite one regardless of circumstance, but if you do factor in circumstance, the Albino Diamond Moose, I mean, there were a few known super rares in the entire community at that point, so that made it more special in that sense, but since then, I mean, my goodness, there's been thousands of super rare moose posted, so it just depends on how my brain decides to react to the question. They could do a Florida map. Okay, I don't know why this is what my brain did. But how many of you guys have watched that documentary on... It's basically like Urban Meyer propaganda, to be honest. But the one on Netflix, what do they call it? Swamp Kings? Something like that. I want to watch it, but I haven't done it yet. I'm not convinced there's any animals on this side of Vurhonga. It is starting to feel that way, but we only got to get to around here, and we should be seeing like warthogs, wildebeest, probably Cape Buffalo. What about crowned wildebeest? They are fairly rare. I just wish they could be male. I don't understand. Some of the most, like, well, let's just say the best looking fur types in all Call of the Wild, crowned wildebeest. I would even put brown water buffalo into this category. What's the... Is it red warthogs? Red brown's the one with just the... like the main thing. Yeah. Red is the one that just looks like Pumbaa. They're female only. Black brown springbuck, throw that in there too. Like, why? Let us have males, please. Your propaganda? Thank you, Soup. I really appreciate the kind words. Recently got an albino level 7 lion. That is awesome, man. I have one albino male lion ever. I don't think I've... No, I did kill an albino female. It was pre-trophy lodges, but... Or maybe pre-new scoring system? Anyway. My one albino male was level 5, so he's just a silver. I really do want a gold like that. Just brought my Matthews DXT to the shop, and it was sitting in my dad's garage for a long time, getting new strings and cables, and they said it'd be... Wow, 2 to 8 weeks. Why? They gotta get something shipped in? Surely they can't be that backed up. Haven't been to a live in a minute. Oh, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you stopping in. Life's been good. It's that chaotic, weird time of year where, like, I have a bunch to do. Hunting season's coming up. It's still hot out, so I don't have as much motivation as I want to go shoot my bow, you know, practice with my saddle, climbing trees and all that. But I need to. And it is flying by. Like, when, I'm pretty sure. Okay, I can't use my calendar thing on my PC. Hang on. Literally, like, oh god, 2 weeks? And we're gonna be going to Kentucky? Like, need to get everything in order real soon. They said the cables are hard to get soon? Okay. Is it an older bow? Like, DXT I don't think is that old, is it? Do you have to keep killing the same animal to get that diamond? No. I mean, that can help you. So what you're referring to is basically what is typically called grinding in Call of the Wild. If you do want a, let's say, a diamond Cape Buffalo, the best thing to do is probably just kill as many Cape Buffalo as you can. But it's also possible that you kill a random Cape Buffalo in passing, and then go through there again, and the respawn is a diamond, you know, the next time you hunt. It's not entirely random, but for the sake of simplicity, it's basically down to luck. Today was my first day of school, so my bad for being late. No worries at all, man. No worries. I have never... What? Only killed one great one and I messed it up? I think I'm understanding what you're saying. You know, the amount of pressure when it comes to killing a great one, I don't think anyone can blame me for messing it up. It's probably as close as I've ever felt to, like, a real life amount of pressure. Yeah, it definitely depends where you go, Caleb, for stuff like that. The place that I always take my bow, like, is always super quick. Most of the time, I don't even leave. I bring it there, hang out, you know, ask him if he shot any deer the past season, and with... What? That was a kudu sound, and we got a scrub hair warning thumb. Great. Anyway, you know, we talk about hunting for an hour, and I get my bow back. But it depends, you know, on the place you take it. It depends on what they have in stock. All that. Speaking of such things... The 4th round of doe tags for PA was today, and I now have, I think I have 5 doe tags. Which I didn't know you could do, but it said I could, so I did. Mess up a diamond hog deer, but the trophy still looks good on the wall. They're, like, one of those tough class 3 animals. I can totally see that being a thing. Bean boy. I really thought the main mission arc on this map was setting up a human v human shootout in this area. It was a good, like... What's the word? It got, like, anticipation and adrenaline, got your heart pumping. But it was a bit of a letdown. Yukon kind of did that, too. I don't know. Can you expect Call of the Wild to, you know, have NPC hunters running around? Probably not. But it almost felt like you were supposed to, like, encounter the... Was it Boden's here, I think? Can you still buy doe tags in Pennsylvania? Depends on the WMU. For instance, a fair few of them I saw today are already sold out, but I don't know, there were... In total, there's several 100,000 still left across the different units. There's a max estimate brown cape buffalo. See if we can figure that fella out. Check as well. Looks like we're still full. Imagine if there were poachers that would roam around that you could hunt and claim. So there could be some logistical issues with that, but it'd be interesting. Are you playing on PC? Yes, I should have put that in the title. I was rushing, I'm not gonna lie. I finished recording the video that's gonna come out, I think tomorrow. The angler, hello there. The angler announcement could change that depending on what it is and how significant it is. But yeah, I finished that video at like 2:53. Took Shadow outside real fast, ate a cheese stick, grabbed a drink, and here we were. So I didn't have time to think through my title very much. Taxidermized humans would be amazing. We'll go back to, it was a game called Deer's Revenge. If I'm not mistaken, the specific word they used were hicks. So you're hunting hicks, right? And when you didn't shoot them, you like, I don't even know. There were different weapons. One was like a net gun, so you could like catch them. I think there was one that shot beer cans, so you could maybe like knock them out, I guess. But you would mount them, and the plaque would be like a toilet seat. And if you clicked them, they would have like some kind of stupid line. So, you know, they weren't dead, I guess. But their age was there and their number of teeth. It was great. Can I get a cheese stick? No, they're mine. I eat them like a child, too. How do you double tap an animal? Are you on console or PC? Because on console, it's really tough. On PC, let me use the 22 to demonstrate this. The biggest thing is recoil management immediately. So as soon as I shoot, I'm pulling my crosshairs down, but with a high-powered rifle, there's far more recoil bringing that gun up. So if I'm pulling down, I'm able to get back on target really fast. That's all it comes down to. How do you eat a cheese stick like a child? Like pulling it apart instead of just munching it? I don't know. Kyla says it's eating it like a child. This is gonna sound stupid, but it's too cheesy if I just bite off pieces, so I'd pull it apart. Okay, maybe I'm not that weird for doing that because pizza's with me. That is the only way to eat a cheese stick. See, I thought that, but Kyla made me feel bad. Oh no. Boone and Crockett scoring for humans just teeth count? Maybe weight. I don't know if weight was on there. On our way back sounds good. I will, I don't know how I'm going to do this, because what I will tell you guys, it's probably going to be like 15 minutes, but when Kyla and her dad and her dad's girlfriend get back, Shadow is going to bark. So I don't know whether to just mute the mic for a minute and let her run downstairs, or exactly how I'm going to approach this yet, but I just want you guys to be aware, a little bit. Maybe turn on your headphones now, whatever you want to do. There will be some barking. It's a very loud scrub here. What is the... I don't even know if we're on the right tracks or not. They're going both ways. She's gonna bark for 5 or 10 minutes? Probably, but if she runs out of the room and barks, it's like... It's still loud, but it's bearable. How dare a dog bark? I know. Our ears will die. It is likely to be rather noisy. As long as I know it's going to happen. Because I opened the window, or opened the curtain anyway, just so I'd be able to see when they get back so I can brace myself. Wrong track. Shadow do be barking as part of the stream now? I mean, it really is. We have an emote just for it, so... My lab rarely barks unless he sees another dog. Shadow goes like full guard dog mode almost no matter what happens. If there's... I mean, even down to, when we had... So, this will take a tiny bit of explaining. The people that we bought this house from, they were kind of like super animal lovers, so my thought, because there were a lot of mice here at first, we pretty well taken care of that problem now. My thought is that they just didn't use mouse traps or anything because they didn't want to kill them. They had a bunch of those like sound emitter things that you plug into an outlet and it's supposed to scare them. I think that was what they were doing. Anyway. You could, like, hear them running on the trusses in the attic, and she would lose her mind even at that. Are hack console servers a thing? Yes, but it's much more rare than on PC. I didn't even know ducks could be down. See, that wouldn't shock me if they were level 3 down here, because I had no idea that they even existed down here. And it sounds to me like 2 flocks. It is 2 flocks. I really wanted there to be a level 3. Okay, back on the track. Do you have multiple dogs, Pizza, or am I misreading the big dog part? Don't forget to duck and cover. Listen, you. I make the dad jokes around here. Remember the duck I could have got yesterday? I do remember that duck. Is there more? I think they're the same ones. What are the odds that's the exact one we're after? What do you think the next DLC is for Call of the Wild? Basing on their previous release history, probably sometime in the next month, some sort of equipment DLC. Whether that is... Oh, hello there. Oh, God! Why? Why did you do that? I was so happy for just a second. That was a huge estimate. Is that Bighorns? No, he's just a... But he's a guaranteed diamond. That was awful. And I yelled into the mic so loud, too. Alright, plan. 22 strat. And hopefully make him dead. I say hopefully. This is a weird angle. Let's go. Love it. Guaranteed no huge buffalo. All that tracking was worth it. See, and this is exactly what I said earlier. Like, go into multiplayer. Hosting multiplayer, that is. So, server's full. We maybe don't hunt the same areas that we would always hunt because other people are already there. And we end up with a diamond. Perfect way to start a YouTube video? Oh, what? Do you mean the T-Rex thing? Where is this whacking coming from? Literally just put my headphones in like 1 minute ago. Timing is everything. I wish it was Bighorns, but... Excuse you over there. Guaranteed diamond's guaranteed diamond. 1 at 53.93. Just over 900 kilo. Heart and double lung. Blue 308. Strikes again. And you know what? We didn't get trolled. 1,000 session score always looks nice as well. But, what, we had 3 trolls in the last video on Vurhonga? Little makeup for that. Diamond here in our brown Diamond Cape Buffalo. Danny, thank you for the super chat. Sorry I forgot to tell you lower volume. I feel like you're not sorry, nor did you actually forget to tell me that. Are they down here at the water? What's going on? Let's go see. Love to see it. That was pretty cool, not gonna lie. These yellow tracks? You talk about like the bright green I have? I want to say that was the default color. Why do you get one and I don't?
What if you died?
What if I died? That's like louder than it used to be. That or my headset's turned up. They have a quack addiction. Well played. It sounds like it's like stuck in the brush, which does happen. Or in a tree? I don't know. Anyway, so excited for the angler to come in to Xbox? What did it cost on PC, and what do you think it'll cost on Xbox? Good question. Boy, I don't know what it costs on PC. I can look. I can definitely take a peek on Steam. I want to say it was on sale recently, and what I've definitely heard is that, like, the Norway map is going to be free to play for a little while on console to maybe, like, you know, let people see if they want to buy it or not. The base price of the game is $30. Pretty sure they're in the sky? It might be. What do you think is the next DLC map? What I think and what I want are definitely two different things. I really do think a Greenland map would be amazing. Muskox, caribou, Arctic wolves, Arctic fox, ptarmigan, snowshoe hare, like it could be amazing, right? Muskox could be really hard to do the hare correctly. What do I think it's gonna be? That's a little tougher for me to make a guess, but I mean, what would make some sense? We had 2 North America maps back to back. And then we got Emerald Coast? Did we have 2? No, we didn't. How did that go? And I can't go to the map selection screen. Maybe it was 2 back to back and then Reventuli? I forget. Either way, I expect it to not be North America. So maybe... I don't know, can we get one in Asia with like Marco Polo sheep? That'd be nice. Middle East map, kind of similar idea there too, yeah. They'd have like ibex and stuff. I want tigers so bad. Imagine white as a rare. I ask this every time somebody brings that up because I truly just, I don't know, and for whatever reason I can't retain the information. Are tigers hunted like anywhere? Big empty. There are lots of ducks though, which might just be the answer to our ever-existing problem. Because I'll tell you what I've done. My sorta, I'm gonna say like, half-hearted attempt at getting a diamond widgeon has been go to multiplayer with a setup, go to this lake right here, and just let him come in. Haven't killed a level 3, really haven't killed any real big ones. 880 maybe is the best one I've had. And I wonder if instead I should do that down here, because I bet nobody's hunting widgeon down here in multiplayer. North Pole map, hunt Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, and Vixen, all great ones. Do you think we'll get to Africa 2.0? Honestly, I do, but I don't think it's going to be the next map. The way that JaxyBeard phrased that, and I can't, this is a while back now, maybe 2-3 months ago. It was when Emerald Coast was like first getting teased a little bit. He made it sound like if they do Africa 2.0, it's going to be down the road further. An early birthday present. You're not allowed to show me till my birthday. Just saying. You can do whatever you want. Where are the chat rules? I think the first time you ever enter the chat, it should show. And then there's definitely some in the description. No, I gotta show you? Alright, fair enough. So many non-breaking ducks. Those could be spottable, though. Very much uninteresting. What's up, Levi? Imagine it's tickets to the Niners game? Okay, that would be pretty wild. I need to look at the schedule. So, an interesting little tidbit about the Steelers. They've never won on my birthday. Well, since I've been watching football, they never won on my birthday. I'm sure at some stage in the last 100 years, they've won a game on my birthday. But last year they played on my birthday. It was a Thursday night. So, in theory, there could be another game sooner than, like, 7 years they play on my birthday again. It's Friday, so they're definitely not playing on my birthday. Alright, anyway. Only tickets Kyle Advisor, Taylor Swift tickets? I mean, true. What was that, Zeus? Sorry, I missed. What did you ask? Quick kill bonus? Oh, okay. The easiest way to explain quick kill is you get 100% quick kill if you kill the animal in less than 8 seconds, after that 8-second time has elapsed, quick kill slowly starts to tick down. So I don't know exactly what rate, but say in 9 seconds, maybe your quick kill is going to be 75%. Something like that. It's a big old flock. Big old flock of not big males. Will we be in Kentucky for your birthday? No, we're going to be... When are we leaving? We won't be in Kentucky for my birthday, but I'm trying to remember when we're there till. I think we're leaving like the 17th, so it'll be 5 days before. So you're hosting multiplayer on Vurhonga. We are indeed. 13th or 17th? I thought it was the 12th. I don't know. Good thing Aaron knows, because I don't know nothing. What I was going to tell you guys in that call that I proposed doing, by the way, is essentially that I might try to get down there like real early the first day. That looks... Why do you look different? Are you different? I think it's normal. Okay, yeah, this is where we're going to hunt widgeon from now on. That much we have established today.
Hey, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Thanks, Marshawn. Is this the flock that just flew, like, past them? I think. And there was a big one. Ish. They'd land if we gave them time. We just fling lead around here and hope for the best. What server name is it? Same as like my YouTube name. Same spelling, Flinter. Flinter server, Flinter's game, whatever it shows up as. So let's just keep going down here in the south. Maybe all the ducks live down here. Are you even more? What the... How have I never known this is the best place for widgeon? 12th is Tuesday, and I probably won't get to come down until Wednesday. I got you. Yeah, I really can't. The Airbnb's booked for the correct dates. I'll just have to go and see. Watch someone's gonna shoot a max score widgeon on Flantro's map. If that did happen, I'd be a little disappointed in myself for not finding it, but it would be encouraging that it was on my map to begin with. And what I mean by that is, most of you guys have heard my theory before, but I definitely get the impression that some people just have better luck with certain species than others. So like, for instance, I seem to have really good collared peccary luck over on Rancho del Arroyo. I never did any grinding for them, I almost never shot any, and I still killed like 5 diamonds. One was a max score, just in single player. It just, my map seemed to spawn them a lot. And I think that could be the case with literally anything. So, if my map likes to spawn diamond widgeon, if it does it once, maybe it can do it again. What we really need to do is get a little closer to the coast here and actually run down, like, along the water, because I bet some of these things are sitting on the water, too. What's up, Black Eagle? If we get an Africa 2.0, what animals do you want to see? So for me, I really think impala are a must. A really big antelope species, whether that's eland or sable. It's Cape eland, right? They're the ones with Cape in front of their name. I'm pretty sure they're the biggest antelope species in the world, so that would be good. Like, I know this is just going to Way the Hunter species, but hyenas would be awesome. What else do I really want? I've always wanted black wildebeest, but again, Way the Hunter just did that. Now, there are some on the... Well, there were some on the water. Make sure there's no big males. That's maybe a more doable shot since they're lower. Well, if it was, not doable enough. Is Vurhonga based in South Africa? I believe so. Had fun, great map, 10 out of 10, would recommend, have a good one. Thank you, man, appreciate you joining today. Hopefully we can do this again, and hopefully you can join. Travel all the way to Africa to shoot ducks? That would be quite the thing. 5 shots just ain't enough. See, that's where the Virant probably still does have a little bit of an advantage, but can you make the Virant look like this? That's interesting. There's a little, like, inlet right there. Just gonna put that away in the memory bank for future witching hunts. What's up, Angelic? How's it going? Hope you're having a good day. I think we shouldn't think of things as the way the hunter are called. The wild species, there's bound to be some overlap. No, there definitely is. For me, and this maybe isn't fair, because not everybody can play both games, but the way that I'm looking at it is like, what would make it a more unique experience? One of the reasons I think Tick and Moon Plains captured my attention so much, and I would imagine the attention of a lot of people who play like both Call of the Wild and Way of the Hunter, was that amount of new species. Like, black wildebeests were new, hyenas were new, the honey badgers were new. I couldn't think of the name of them. I think it's 6 or 7 of the species on that map are unique. Egyptian geese are new, helmeted guinea fowl. I do think there's value in making them different. However, you're right. Like, there is going to be some, what's it called? Overlap. Turning in the lane, you're probably better off letting her out since we have a decent amount of stuff. I could do that. She's gonna bark regardless. I don't know what the best answer here is. Okay, here's the plan. When they get here, I'm gonna go AFK for 2 seconds, let Shadow outside, and then I'll come up and come back and maybe shut the door to make it a little less loud. Are the duck models in a DLC? Duck models? Like duck blinds and stuff in a DLC. It's called the Duck and Cover DLC. I say let Shadow out, then Kyla deal with her. I think that's essentially what she was suggesting. Alright, I'm gonna sit right here. I fully expect there to be 1,000 widgeon here when I get back. So I'll go AFK for 2 minutes. I'll be right back. I'm gonna let Shadow out, and she can run and say hi to everybody. Alright, I'm just gonna put this up. Be right back. Okay. Roast me? I only shoot silvers. What's going on around here? Cowboys winning the Super Bowl? Anyone else agree? If I could make a cricket sound right now. Who's calling games like a champ? Just found a level 1 male bison. I think it's still the case. The minimum trophy rating for a male bison is 12. Roast him at 325 for 2 hours? Think I could get a tan if that happened? There's another Cowboys fan. Opinion on the Lions. Good question. Kyla's dad and I were actually talking about this last night, I think. I think they have the coach. I would generally say they have the talent. Goff's not an amazing quarterback, but I think he's a quarterback. I mean, he's been to a Super Bowl. Oh, hello. He could definitely get them decently far with the right pieces. I think that there's a legitimate thing of having hate to make it sound this way, but having a history of losing, essentially. I think that could be a problem for them. Changing that culture and overcoming that history of just never being able to get over the hump. If there's a coach out there that can do it, it probably is Dan Campbell. But I'm not sure if they're going to take the NFC and NFC North by storm like it's expected that they will. Tax days are done because of Trey Lance? I don't know. I think there's a chance he doesn't get paid as much as he otherwise would have. Is a bronze blacktail buck rare? Actually, they are one species that have really tiny males and bronzes, like, fairly often. There's actually two types of eland. There's a common Cape eland, which is bigger horn, smaller body. And there's a Livingston eland, which is bigger body and more muscular and thicker horns. I don't know why, but I thought the Capes were the big ones. Oh, big male. What's your favorite animal? Good question. I mean, my favorite animal in real life is whitetail. Like, that's an easy one. But assuming you're asking about in-game, like, I really like the models of things like the pronghorn, mountain goat. Honestly, I think the croc models are really, really good. And then, like, my favorite thing to actually hunt is gray wolves. I just find it fun when they charge, like, trying to survive that. So add all that together, and I don't know what you get. But hopefully I answered your question anyway. What animal in Call of the Wild is the rarest to get minimum weight? I don't know what the HR thing is. Maybe that was... I'm thinking that was an autocorrect. Minimum weight. What's the rarest? Probably something like lions or gray wolves. I've had, I think, a level 2 or 3 male gray wolf. Lions get down to 3 or 4. You don't see them often, that's for sure. Actually hunting gray wolves on Redbed. On Medved right now. Nice, man. Is it decent to actually hunt gray wolves? Because I'll be honest, like, I don't think I've ever hunted gray wolves on Medved. We have a diamond wolf on Medved. I've just hunted moose on Medved trying to get a great one, and seen a bunch of wolves. Autocorrect, no worries. Honestly, I should have figured that out because the H was there, but my brain was slow in figuring that one out. Favorite map? Layton's always going to be my favorite map, kind of in the same way that Whitetail is always going to be my favorite animal. There's a nostalgia factor there, like it's just... Because that was the first map we ever really played in Call of the Wild, and it had so many species that I really liked. It'll always be my favorite. Second place, you know what? I really thought Emerald Coast might take second. I think second place for me is probably Reventuli, and then third is going to be Vurhonga. Emerald Coast for me, I don't know what it is. It's missing something. It's kind of got that Te Awaroa factor. When Te Awaroa came out, we never stopped hunting it. We were killing diamond fallow deer and diamond sika deer. What's the hogs on that map? It's feral pigs on that map? I can never keep track. We were doing really well, and then it just it fell off a little bit. And I think Emerald Coast has that same unfortunate quality. I just wanted to check since they're basically stuck. You can't spot them, so they have no hitbox, but it's worth a try. Sorry I'm late, no worries. I myself have been less than 100% present for this stream because just a moment ago I had to go AFK to let Shadow out. What is the rarest fur type? So that's always a tough question because in theory, it's probably something like, as far as the lowest chance of happening, I don't know, melanistic red fox or some, you know, a predator species rare or something like that. But melanistic as a whole wouldn't be the rarest because you can find a melanistic of pretty much anything. So I try to come up with like crowned wildebeest. They're the only species in the game that have a fur type called crowned. Like you can maybe make the argument for them. I don't know really what the rarest is, but I guess like in a vacuum, it's crowned. I hate springbuck. I thought black brown was mellow. That's a common thing. I don't know if it was in a video. We haven't streamed Vurhonga in a bit, so it must have been. There were like 3 black-brown springbuck in this one herd, and I didn't shoot any of them. And there was a comment like, "Why didn't you shoot any of those mellas? What's wrong with you?" We have another albino cape? Where are you at? Oh, nice. That's another one of those spots I never go to. What's your favorite Great One fallow deer? It's the combo I got now, but the combo I really wanted was spoon rack painted. I always said from the beginning, like, whatever combo we get will become my favorite. And that's kind of how I approach Great Ones. Like, I want one, And that's going to be... I'll be my memory of that Great One forever. Eventually, I think I will get back to the Great One Moose grind, but I don't know. Lately, I just want to get all the diamonds. Like the Bobcat stuff, it doesn't make great content, so I don't do it, 3 days a week. I'm hunting Bobcats. But I do actually like that. I do enjoy hunting for Bobcats. Is Shadow in there? No, she's not in this room. I have the door shut. She might be sitting... Hang on. Oh my goodness. You got a coat. And you kept it on. Yeah, she's here. I'll have to put a picture of her in Discord or something, because she looks oh so comfortable. What do you want your Great One Moose to be? So I wanted oak, big typical rack for a long time, and my reasoning was I thought the naming theme for Great One Moose was awesome. I thought the idea of like going with different types of trees, so you had fabled spruce, you had fabled oak, you had fabled ashen. There's another tree one, is there not? I thought there were 4. Either way, I thought that was a really cool thing, and to me, like if there's a tree that you should compare a moose to, it's an oak tree. It just feels perfect. That's not my favorite looking fur, but I thought that, what would you say, that comparison just fit. I think what I want now is like speckled or two-tone with the big typical, but again, the amount I'm grinding Great One Moose at this stage, anything that ever shows up, I will love. I have not messed with moose much lately. Birch is the other one, thank you. Maple? You're a maple. Literally. What's up, the hunter? What Great One black bear do you want? So I'm kind of in a minority here. I actually like the fabled spirit. Kyla says it looks like a mealworm. I see what she's talking about. I would have preferred if it was just like completely white. But when I think of like a black bear that would be the stuff of legends, spirit black bear, like they literally are a thing. So, and I've always been fascinated with them, so to me that's just perfect. Got a max weight cutie that we maybe want to follow, but we're gonna roast a little bacon as well. I need the picture Shadow sent to my DMs. Maybe Kyla can get one of her during the stream here. Shadow is exhausted for sure. So when did they get here? Friday? Maybe Saturday morning. Basically, Shadow's been full bore, like, run around and play since then. And, I mean, she was out cold during most of this stream. And she keeps on coming back and laying down. I know she's tired. So the fact that she's even wearing the coat thingy they got her, maybe because she's tired. But I'm even at that, I'm impressed she's left it on, because she usually doesn't like having things on her. But if she'll wear that, I'm going to get a blaze orange vest for hunting season. So when she has to go outside, she can be safe. What's up, FPS King? Did I miss you? Of course I did. I've been silently crying this entire time because you weren't here. Fabled chestnut for black bears looks awesome. That's a unique one. They're very fluffy. It makes them look kind of fat. Which, I mean, I guess a Great One black bear should be. But they definitely look a little chunky. Thick. So one place I feel like Call of the Wild kind of... I like the body models for Way the Hunter's Warthog better, but the thickness of the tusks, I think Call of the Wild did better. My pups love the orange vest, keeps their tummy and chest from getting all ripped up. Fair enough. Are these like beagles? So many ducks. We've seen more ducks today. Maybe than any other Vurhonga hunt. Ohio State or Michigan? I'm not supposed to like either because in theory I should like Penn State or something like that. But I don't really follow college enough, and Kyla and her family were /are, I shouldn't say were, but are Georgia UGA fans, so I just root for them. So, I kind of root for Michigan because Rich Eisen roots for Michigan, which is a stupid reason, but that's the best I got. If the two are playing, I'll root for Michigan. Michigan State? Is that so? Le'Veon Bell, was he Michigan State? Favorite NFL team? Steelers. I think we're gonna have an interesting year this year. I still think 2024 is gonna be their best shot at like actually getting a ring, but I could see them making a little noise in the playoffs. Which, at this stage, for me, if they're in the playoff conversation in Week 18, I'm thrilled. I don't care if they make the playoffs necessarily, but if I can watch the entire year, like, with interest, that's a successful season as far as I'm concerned. Maybe not for the team, but for my viewing purposes, it is. Oh, that was so bad. Eagles are the better Pennsylvania team? At the moment. But only at the moment. If the Steelers get a ring, I will do nothing? Okay. Thank you for that. A new toy? What is that thing? Absolute spoiled granddog right now. Najee Harris is going to have a breakout year for sure. If the O-line actually plays up to their capabilities, I think he will. The thing that bugs me about Najee, because a lot of people think Jalen Warren's better. I don't think Najee Harris is supposed to be ripping off 60-yard runs. I think he's supposed to be the 3 yards in a cloud of dust running back. And for the most, like, his yards per carry is about 3.6, something like that. But he almost never loses yards. He's almost never stopped for no gain. He falls forward, he gets 2-3 yards, he keeps them on schedule. I actually think that's good. Drafting Pickens first round? No. I don't think he has the target volume. I love Pickens. He might be my favorite, like, skill player, and I just, like, gushed over Najee Harris, right? Pickens is so darn good, but Deontay's going to get a bunch of targets. Freiermuth's going to get a bunch of targets. I don't think Pickens has that, like, 110, 120 catch season. Now, like, second receiver, maybe flex, 100%. If he's still there, I'm getting him. Does PA have elk? Yes. Kind of, I think the same way that you guys do there in Michigan. They were introduced here, I think, by the Rocky Mountain Elk Federation. And the way that hunting them works, it's like a lottery. And I think they have maybe like 10 or 15 total bull tags. Very, very few. But we get giant elk because we don't have the winters of their predation that the same species have out west. So the Rocky Mountain elk in Montana and Colorado and stuff, it's the same exact species. But they live here where they don't have, you know, all the struggles. So they do get very big. We have some of the biggest Rocky Mountain elk in the world. Is that a squeaky toy of the ducks? I think it's both. What's up, K-Flow? Faithful Flinter freaks. I like it. Excuse you. I'm not prepared for the incoming rookies that I might want to draft. Besides Bijan, that's a place where I am slacking. And I typically don't take many flyers on rookies, but I think that's almost like a necessity. What's up? I missed. Oh, you got something delivered, by the way.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
It's cheesy.
What's up, Colt? Dove hunting this weekend. Okay, so to be honest, the dove hunting I've done is not like typical dove hunting.
That's mine.
This is yours?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
You should be proud of me, Steelers.
I was gonna say, yeah. What happened to a former Falcons fan?
The Falcons happened to the Falcons.
What's up, Mel?
Oops. This is your early birthday gift.
Holy, a Steeler puzzle.
Yeah.
Nice, thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Who shot a set of toys she's staring at?
Who got her the coat?
I did.
I was surprised she kept it on.
I know. Sarah put it on her, but...
She came right up here and laid down in her bed like, okay, I have a coat now.
Really? Oh yeah, and I got you a scheduled magnet.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Cleveland game's a night game.
Hmm?
The Cleveland game's a Monday night game.
How's it going?
We got a Diamond Brown Cape Buffalo.
I saw that.
Oh, you did?
I barely had service, but I did see it.
It's interesting hosting multiplayer, that is for sure.
Oh, you're hosting it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of wanted to see what would happen. But that's the reason that we got the Cape Buffalo, because like people are all around, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go down here then, I guess. And there it was.
No, Danny, I didn't get beer because my family is sober. It's the best way to put that.
Yeah. We gotta be respectful around here.
Yeah.
Okay. That I don't know, Trevor.
Oh my gosh, girl.
She turned it up already?
She's murdering it. Come here.
Oh my.
It's warm up here.
I know. Yeah, because I was...
Open the window. It feels good outside.
Well, she would have heard you guys coming down the road, and then it would have been loud.
Okay. Yeah. Also,
Now it's safe.
hi, everyone. If you can hear me.
I think they can. I was watching back something from Way the Hunter, and you cannot be heard very well from over there.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe it's the back of the mic kind of thing.
I think so.
Anyways. Alright. I'll leave you be. Goodbye.
Okay, have fun.
I don't know about this dip being ready on time, so we might have to improvise and like go sheet to get some.
A snack or something.
Yeah, because
Whatever works.
we'll see.
Kyla, respectful, the person who calls animals little freaks? I mean, that's tame for what it could be. There's like chaos happening around us. That is a huge chems bug. What's up, Ian? Oh, yeah, the Steeler thing, that's what I wanted to say. So I think they have the Color Rush? That might be their only alternate. I miss, and I don't even know what to call it, but the yellow helmets. It's black jerseys, white pants, yellow helmets, and yellow or gold numbers on the jersey. That's my favorite alternate ever. Been a long time since I joined the stream. Been busy with the Hunter Classic. Hey, that's a good thing to be busy with. Just recorded a Classic earlier. Getting back to Let's Go Trophy Hunting, actually. Need to go fishing? Dude, I don't even know if I'm going to get out again this year. Maybe one more time, like when I get back from Kentucky, I'd like to go with Beagle again, but I don't know. It blows my mind. It's almost September. Like, I'm going to be hunting in 2 weeks and a day or something like that in Kentucky. I have so much to do by then. It almost makes me, like, panic. There's so much to do. So ready for hunting this year? I'll tell you what, man. As much as I did just say that I'm, like, in a panic mode. I talked about it earlier in the stream. I'll say it again. I just, Friday evening, got my tethered saddle. They're a sponsor for us this year, and, like, we got to talk to them at the ATA show. They were super great. Really, like, willing to work with us, like the Meat Hunters channel and this channel as well. So I'm like really hyped to get to use that, and I've been trying to climb at least one tree every day since then with the saddle and just learn how to, use it properly. I think that's going to be a game changer for me, legitimately. I don't know if I'll get to the out of it this year. I think I have decent odds of managing to do so between all the states I'm hunting, but I'm going to be able to be so much more mobile. The setup I have for self-filming is going to be a little nicer. I'm going to try to cut down the weight I got to carry for that even more, and I think that's only going to improve the content. Are you vlogging Kentucky? I'll be self-filming the hunts. I don't know that I'll vlog necessarily, but we'll see. I'm gonna be I'll be by myself in the truck as far as I know. Kyla's not going on that trip. That type of hunting, like saddle hunting, it's just not, for a newer hunter, that's just not good for her. So basically she'd be left dog sitting at the Airbnb, and she might as well dog sit here at home with her computer and stuff rather than just being stuck bored, right? So I don't know that I'd have to have like a GoPro on the windshield, and I don't know. Maybe. We'll see, but I kind of doubt it. Watching at the same time as playing Call of the Wild. That's always a good way to, I think, break up the monotony that Call of the Wild can sometimes have. You got your own game going, you got a stream going. Just makes it a little more fun. 2-shot a diamond red deer. I've always wanted one of those. They are majestic, that's for sure. Congrats, man. Found a 201 foul today and a 1050 hog. Whoa. 201? I don't think they get that big. That, or you didn't mean foul. What's up, Rex? I keep hearing saddle and I'm thinking of horses. I mean, fair. Because I will say I'm extremely new to it as well, but I've shot a couple of groups from the saddle so far. I think I can do a little bit better with the actual setup, like the way that I do it so that I can shoot from a more, stable platform. But I feel like I'm turning into a saddle geek already. I'm already looking at different accessories I can get for my setup to make it a little bit better, a little bit more optimized. It's not good. Not fallow axles, yeah, that makes more sense. Nice, man. Hunting foul at the moment, no worries. I do the same thing all the time. When you said 201, I was like, you either just broke a record or something's wrong. What's going on, Skyler? Need to come to Wisconsin to hunt whitetail. Hey, the more we're branching out, the more it can happen. 2021 was the first time I hunted any state other than Pennsylvania. We went to West Virginia. Last year, went to West Virginia and Tennessee. This year, we're doing Kentucky, West Virginia, and if it works out, I'm also going to Indiana for their rifle season. We're looking at other states as well. That far west for whitetail is not something we've looked at yet, but I expect it could be on the list. What's up, Bree? Hopping in while at work while my student naps. Nice. Can you give me a compliment, because that will make my day? Well, your profile picture is fantastic. Does college Wi-Fi really suck? Man, no kidding. I remember, wow, okay. When I was in college, I would play the Hunter Classic. This is not good. Don't do this. Don't be like me. I would play the Hunter Classic on my laptop and like pretend that I was taking notes. And I could hardly stay connected to the servers. It was so bad. It's almost like that was intentional. Where should we hop to? 1125. What even? Cape Buffalo drink now, I guess? Let's try up through here. I'm hoping you tag out the first week of Bow and PA. Then we could push your West Virginia trip back to the rut. It could happen. My dad killed his buck. When was that? October. When did I kill mine? October 11th. So he killed his October 4th. It was a week before mine. If I could, I'd love to do that too. That would be, I'd love to get to hunt with you down there in the rut. If it wasn't for like, you know, having target bucks here and stuff, because my dad would be like, what are you doing? Like, he wants me to be here to, and your dad, I'm sure your dad's the same way with you, like, you guys hunting on Thanksgiving and stuff, so I'm sure you can relate, but that would be awesome to hunt. The way that things look, like, from what I've seen from your huts, I'd love to do it. My 338 is shooting ghost bullets? Uh-oh. Do you like the 22-250 over the 243? There are applications where I like it more. The thing about the 243 is it's just got that extra little bit of punch. So if you're hunting, like, we did that bobcat hunt recently with the 44. And I might even go 44 mostly for bobcats, but there's other, you know, class 2 in particular, let's say you're hunting for foxes instead. That extra bit of punch, you know, these are animals that, they're hard to spot, they flee easily, and they run slowly, so you can shoot on the run a lot. The little bit of extra penetration maybe makes the difference between a intestine-stomach shot and a liver-intestine-stomach shot, and get you that vital hit. So I like the 243 for that. If you're going to have any kind of long shots, though, 22-250 is the way to go. You're going to have a better time making shots like 275 meters and above. Ooh, not bad. With the 22-250. Any large males? Not so much. We are an hour and a half into the stream. I have still not grabbed the scope for the 357. Okay, that's a max weight estimate. Still just a 7, but still. Get that guy. Clip to the spring buck. That'll work. What's your favorite gun? You know, I do a lot of back and forth with answers like this. My favorite gun, like, all time in Call of the Wild is the 7mm break. Because, a little bit of Call of the Wild history. When quick kill was a major thing, the main way to drop, like, the biggest animals in the game, I'm talking moose, elk, even Cape Buffalo for a period of time, brown bear, any of these really big animals, was spine or heart shots with the 7mm. Why 7mm and not the 338? Because the 7mm was a little bit more accurate. And that accuracy was more important than the little bit of power that the 338 gave. So because I used it so much, that would be like my all-time favorite. At the same time, like my current favorite is probably like the 308 AR. Why am I not noticing you? I swear they did something to Jackal's ears. They look even derpier than usual. You know EW wants to stay behind the paywall for a great one? Or do you mean like in front of? I know what you're saying anyway. I have a theory that they make a free map that has some animals from the DLC. Ooh. That's a good theory. You might be onto something there. Server name, Flinter, server, Flinter's game, whatever. The spelling of Flinter is exactly the same as the YouTube channel. Thought that was an okay one out there. A lot of Springbuck getting shot with the wrong weapons today. I'm for it. What would you say the easiest map is? Depends on your definition of easiest map. If you mean the easiest map to get like trophies, I'd say almost certainly Quattro Colinas. If you mean the easiest map to like get kills, I'd almost go Reventuli Coast because there's so many rabbits and birds that you don't have to be stealthy, you don't have to know what you're doing. You're just going to end up with opportunities to shoot stuff all the time. Just started playing Aurora Shores, goodness gracious, and I can't decide if I like it or other maps more. Aurora Shores is an interesting one. The distribution of animals, what it does is it makes it so there's really only a couple of like main spots you gotta check. That I don't like. What I find with Aurora Shores is I'll hunt for maybe 45 minutes, and then I'm like, okay, I've been everywhere. Now things need to age, and I gotta rest like twice still till that happens. That's not so good with the Aurora Shores, but the animal, I mean, I'm telling you, like the 5-star caribou, the 5-star Alaska moose, the Roosevelt elk, even though they make 5-star a lot, they look so good. If you don't notice my proposal soon, I'm going to get timed out for repeating. Oh, I've been trying to convince you to come to Ontario for some steelhead fishing in the fall. Then Moosty can be our chef. See, in the fall is going to be a struggle because there's very few times in the fall where I'm not hunting. If the time frame works out, I'd be interested. I don't see your server. It may be full. Let me see. Definitely full. Does that make a server not show if it's full? It probably does. The fact that I don't know if that happens is probably sad, but deer season in the fall, that's right. Stuff. A strug, you meant. Why's that? Just got a 130 meter vital organ hit on level 6 red deer, not bad. You don't see it either? Yeah, it must be because it's full. Trying to get in for 100 minutes? That's many minutes, but I have been live for 100 and... Nope, been live for 90 minutes. Close enough. 10, that makes more sense. This is the first season in 10 years I can't hunt because of college. So I don't know how your seasons and stuff work, but is there any chance you can get to hunt, like, say, during winter break if you go back home during that? That was mostly what I did. He's on the run shots with the 357, though. That's mostly what I did when I was in college. I did manage to hunt one random evening in November, though, and I shot a buck with my bow, but most of the hunting I did that year was during winter break, rifle season. Server will show even if it's full. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Dropped. I'd be willing to bet that the shots would be worse with the scope. Went on a line hunt the other day. It was the scariest thing ever. Are we talking about real? May not show because of a platform or the range. There's also a chance that multiplayer is just multiplayer and has other issues that we don't even know about. Look at these guys. Just having a grand old time trotting around. That's an unfortunate time to go nervous for him. Full servers don't show up in your list. I now are confused. Real life and the guy shot him with a bow. That's insane. I'm a big late season flintlock hunter. Love the vibes of it. Have you ever tried it? Yeah. So here's my thing. I also love the vibes of it. And I will accept that maybe... What's the right word? Maybe I approach hunting from archery season through rifle season wrong or could do better with it. Because as much as I love it and like literally live for it, right? That last day of rifle season comes around, you know, like this past year I actually killed a buck, like in the last little meat buck. I actually thought it was a bigger deer, regardless. You know, get back home from that, knowing I'm going to sleep in the next morning. I'm pretty ready for like a break by then. So I don't typically do a lot of flintlock hunting. I'm still pretty exhausted by that point. I do love hunting in that season, like, you know, drives, the whole traditional thing. It's a lot of fun. I've never killed a deer with a flintlock. And a lot of times I find like I'd rather take my bow because I miss archery hunting by that point. Regardless, I have tried it. I do really like it. I've been a part of a lot of successful drives. Like I've driven deer to my brother's wife. A lot of successful flintlock hunting, just never me pulling the trigger. How's aging / respawns work in Call of the Wild? Assuming that is what you meant, Call of the Wild and not Way the Hunter. There's no aging. Essentially, you shoot an animal, it's replaced by a similar animal. By similar, I mean I just shot a male springbuck, a new male springbuck is going to replace that. How big that animal is, it's determined by a number of factors, but for the most part, it's just kind of luck. I'm on PC and it doesn't show? Interesting. What would you want to hunt if you could hunt anything in real life? My, like, #1 bucket list hunt is caribou in Alaska. I would like to do it with a bow, but I'm also, like, one of those... I'm not, like, a super frequent traveler or anything, so the odds that I would get to do that several times are not high. Therefore, should that opportunity arise, I wouldn't say no at all to doing it with a gun because I'd be far more likely to actually get one. A server won't show if it's full, but if someone leaves, you can see it again. That's kind of how I thought. I've seen full servers show because, like, someone did leave, but then someone joined right away and it shows 8 out of 8. Why doesn't Call of the Wild have crossplay? Great question, because doesn't the Angler have crossplay? Am I dumb? I think it does. Just had a moose spawn in right in front of me and got him with a bow. We had some springbucks seemingly spawning right in front of us. There's some weirdness in Call of the Wild. You do be having issues sometimes. Call of the Wild crossplay would be awful. You know, considering the disconnect issues we have in multiplayer as is, you are probably right. The Angler does, but it's not on console, so not really. Oh, true. Good point. Is it supposed to have? You are dumb, that has more to do with college than your knowledge of crossplay? Fair. I tried to tell Aaron earlier today I had an enormous brain for remembering that Adrian Peterson was a saint at one time, and I spelled enormous wrong. It was big unfortunate. Any idea when the Angler is going to come to console? We're supposed to get an announcement regarding console release for the Angler tomorrow, so we should find out very soon. Seems to only snow in PA during the late season. That or we get an absolute ton of snow, like one particular day in rifle. And then it makes it hard to, like, trudge around the woods. If you get a deer, it makes it hard to get out. You know when he was talking about certain people's map having certain animal luck? I do know that. During this stream, I shot 4 level 8 and a level 9 Diamond Cape Buffalo. I think I could have Buffalo luck. What I will say about Cape Buffalo is they make Diamond a lot. You will get a lot of big ones, lots of 7s, 8s, 9s. You still could have above average Cape Buffalo luck for sure. But that is... They're one of those species, and there's a couple of them. Pumas are kind of like that. Crocs are kind of like that. You get a lot of high-level ones. I'm waiting for a big male to come out of here at the back. I don't think it's going to happen. Where was the... There was one decent male. It's either snow-related or we get snowed in all winter. Pretty much, yeah. Like last year... I'm pretty sure we never had snow actually stick in rifle season. Phew, I should shoot more stuff on the run. Why are gold wildebeest always level 4s? They exist to make you think they might be big enough till you spot them. Nice, somebody already shot this. Nice. Highest point buck in real life? Do I have that on here? That one. If you mean like literally number of times, he had 14. If you mean score, it was 180 and 6/8 inch gross. It's in the record books as 171 and 3/8 net non-typical. Sniff dirt, I will. How rare is a Diamond Eclipse Goldeneye? That'd be very rare. That's why you buy 2 caribou tags. Shot the first one with your buddy's, shoot the first one with your buddy's rifle, then use the bow and try to fill the other. So if the seasons are, like, I don't know how that stuff works there, but if it overlaps where you can gun and bow hunt, like, say at the same time, on the same trip, whatever, that would be my ideal. So we planned, this is like, we started planning this, I would say 4 years ago. G-Man and I were going to go on a pronghorn hunt in Wyoming. We planned it, bought preference points, got drawn. We were going to go, and then he got a new job and basically couldn't get out of work, so we didn't get to go. Anyway, the way that we had planned it, and we never got around to deciding if this is what we were going to do because, you know, he ended up not being able to go, like, say, 6 months out. We found out it wasn't going to happen. But the plan had been, like, bow hunt for maybe 3 days, and if we couldn't get one, gun hunt the rest of it and see if we could, you know, fill our tags. If that's an option with caribou, that's probably how I would do it. Best is a 9-point. Prior to that big one, my best was a 9-point. I've had, how many? 2 9-points? And 2 8-points. And then other than that, it was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got them in that order. Like I shot a 5-point my first year hunting, then I got a 6-point, then a 7-point, then an 8-point, then a 9-point. And then another 9-point, and then a 14. I don't know how that math works out, but that's what happened. For archery, that is and may have a buck or 2 still holding velvet. Wait. Oh. In 2B opening days, so 2 weeks from Saturday. That is the one thing, like, I won't give away exactly where I'm hunting at. Even though you could actually look up my buck in the PA record books and find out at least what county I'm hunting in. But anyway, the one, I love where I hunt, I wouldn't change it. The one thing I am jealous of the east and west side of PA is those 2 weeks of earlier, like archery hunting. Okay. So instead of like doing that, I'm going to Kentucky. Also basically 2 weeks from today. I got your brown yeti. That's interesting. Mid PA? Yep. West Central PA, basically. I like early season, but boy, I hope it's not 90 degrees. Dude, I'm telling you, have you looked? Let's look that up. I don't even know where in Kentucky we're going. We're just gonna go. We're just gonna type in Kentucky on the weather app and see what happens. Hello? Wish I had a shotgun right now. Hey! Only took all stream, but we got a widgeon. Best is a 7-point, but I'm only 13. When I was 13, I think my best was still a 5-point, so you're way ahead of me. How do I add... There we go. Kentucky. Oh no. The 10-day has it at 93. That Wednesday is the high. Little on the toasty side. You seen there's an abnormally large number of albino whitetail in Iowa? Is there? Nice little male. You can live with that. We'll just keep on keeping on. We'll try to get out of people's way here. I wish you still had a tent here. My first buck was supposed to be a small spike, then I ended up with a 13-point. That ain't a bad way to go. I think it's good, like, generally for your first buck to be fairly small, but if you start out with a big one, that probably has a lot of advantages as well, including, like, learning how to move around a big buck and stuff. Get the scope? Oh, yeah. Hunting. Oh, no. I just understood what you meant, Bottom Boy. Hunting like TK in his saddle. Bring a lot of bug spray. You know what's not going to fit if we do that? We don't need any of this stuff, though. Alright, for the last 15 minutes of the stream, we have our 357 scope. Just shot my first 5-star Kudu 495. Nice, man. Got my personal best beat already by 1. Think I'm bringing my thermocell? I think, I want to say I got Kyla a thermocell for fishing, and she's never used it, so I'm probably going to bring that. I got my dad one, too, so I can steal somebody's. Hi, Shadow. Favorite animal to hunt in Call of the Wild? Weirdly enough, is gray wolves. I don't hunt them a lot, because I think that would kind of take away some of the fun. But what I really enjoy is, like, not necessarily when 5 of them attack you, when you get, like, one of those big packs, or when you get 2 packs to go aggressive. When there's, like, 12 wolves you gotta shoot, I love that. I find it so fun to try to, like, navigate that maze and survive it. Love hunting out of my saddle so much better than a climber. I'm really interested in the self-filming aspect of that. I don't know if I'll get around to it today. Pretty much right after the stream, although I don't know what Kyla was saying earlier. Our dinner might not be ready as early as we wanted, so we might be going to, like, get food elsewhere as, like, a snack before dinner. Anyway, irrelevant information. Sometime after the stream, I want to get my saddle out again, climb another tree. Because I'm so new to it, and I'm going to be using it, you know, potentially climbing trees in the dark in 2 weeks, I gotta know the ins and outs of it. So I'm trying to climb a tree or 2 every day. And, one of these days here soon, I need to get my, like, self-filming set up and just figure out how to appropriately pack that so that I can easily set it up and safely set it up. It's impossible to hunt South Carolina without a thermocell. So I've never actually used a thermocell while hunting. I got them for fishing. I know of a lot of people that do use them for hunting. But I've never really had a problem with it. If it is hot, like we hunted in West Virginia a couple years ago, it was in the 80s some days. I had dead downwind, like, bug spray stuff. It seems to do okay. But I think there's a decent chance that hunting Kentucky, we're going to need it. When's the setup tour? Good question. I should have done that already, really. What is it, Shadow? What's the name of your server? It is Flinter's server. Flinter is spelled the same way as it is here on the channel. I think it's full, and therefore it probably won't show up. Got a thermocell for early season down here in Louisiana, and it only stops so many. Yeah, I'd imagine it's not, like, perfect by any stretch. It might be best for me, as much as it's gonna be too warm, to wear, like, a face mask and stuff just to have less they can get at. I don't know why that, well, I do know why that reminded me. I was talking earlier about, I filmed, like, an unboxing and stuff for that tethered saddle and stuff to make that video. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. There's a little bit of goofiness in there, mostly just looking through everything. I was proud of myself for knowing what I was talking about to some degree, because I was completely new to it. Anyway, the one thing that annoys me is that there was a hatch of, like, I don't know what they were. Some sort of, like, I don't know, probably not mayflies, but a hatch of some sort of flies in the yard. And I moved around a few times to film it, and they just followed me. So they're, like, flying around in front of the camera, and it really bugs me to watch it, but it is what it is. Hunt the swamp in Georgia? That's something we're, I don't know about the swamp necessarily, but hunting in Georgia is something we're looking into hopefully doing here in the next couple years, too. Mayhaps I should get my own thermocell. Hello. What if I 357 you? What if you come over here so I can do that? That worked good. Where I live, a piebald white-tailed doe is just spotted. That's always cool. I don't know if this aggressive thing was a good idea. It bugs you. Yeah, as soon as I said that, I kind of thought it was a little bit of a accidental pun there. Do you have a... Hey, what the... Help! I think I ended up on top of that Cape Buffalo for a minute. Anyway. Okay. I was gonna ask, was this Cape Buffalo brainless? I'm committed. We're only using the 357 to try to survive this. This is... Oh, okay. This is kind of like the Grey Wolf thing I was talking about, why I like it. Can you please die? Okay. Down to 2. Best deer in the Hunter Call of the Wild? Best deer? Ooh, good question. I mean, Rusa and Sambar being newer have some of the better like, models and furs. Get away from me. Hey, listen. Which perk reloads your guns faster? It is lightning hands. It's in the handguns perks. Ooh, that was close. Oh god, bottom point. I knew as soon as I said it there'd be something. Oh man. There seems to be some blood around here. Respect, though, for continuing to go aggressive despite this. Using your favorite gun right now? Nice. Yay! Let's... Oh, they're not numbered anymore. That sucks. I wanted to count. But I'm not going to sit here and actually count through them. Oh, yikes, Danny. 37. Yeah, that sounds about right. It's like weighing a big bass. So where are we? We could make it up to here. We should run into stuff. We only got 8 minutes left in the stream. So we'll, despite the fact that we probably scared everything within 5 miles just there. Just a little blood? That's nothing little rain can't take care of. It rains once every 4 months on Africa, so that should be fine. I think it's fine. I don't know, it just sort of occurred to me. I don't think we have an albino warthog since Trophy Lodges. I want one all of a sudden. Do I want to grind for warthogs? Not particularly, but it'd be cool to just stumble into one. Maybe we'll get that lucky. Best gun for Moose? I would say the 300 Canning Magnum, the one from the Yukon Valley DLC. Probably going to be your best option. The 338's good. There's a couple of small things that kind of make it not as good. What if one of these warthogs was albino? Shooting on the run's working today. Do you have a screenshot of your graphic settings for Classic posted somewhere? I don't have a screenshot of it, but it's like everything, 1080p and everything turned up to the maximum, level it'll allow, basically. Classic settings are pretty basic. Albino level 1 female warthog? I might actually have that. I do believe since Trophy Lodges we've gotten something like that, but I did be meaning like a decent male. Max graphics for Classic? Considering Classic's low hardware requirements, the hope is definitely to be able to run it on max. it does look considerably better on like max graphics compared to low graphics. Like Call of the Wild, if you run it on low, it looks okay. If you run classic on low, it looks like Play-Doh. Excuse me, sir. Wait, let me throw a medkit at you. Great idea to alert him where I can't see. Oh, we got him. Imagine that. You should accidentally put the stream on for 30 more minutes. If we didn't have family visiting right now, it'd be one thing, but I'm gonna try not to be a bad host and just stay up here all day. I was up here, like, you know, as soon as I got up, I made coffee, got that going, and then I was editing, then recording a video, so I've basically been up here since 9 o'clock this morning. Feels like a little rude to just not visit. I seriously love Classic thanks to your recent beginner series. Oh, that's awesome, man. I'm so happy to hear that. If there's like one goal I have with Classic, it's to introduce it to more people. It is such a great game. Everybody that gives it a try, for the most part, like whether they started out with Call of the Wild, whether they started out with Way the Hunter, they love Classic. So it's something I want to introduce to more people because for the most part, everybody just loves it. Ready for spooky season? Gotta mow the cemetery and the vibes are just hell because it's so hot, not spoopy. Oh. That's a thick warthog there. Been at school since 6 a.m. At school since 6 a.m.? Do you have to be there that early? Oh, perfect, Miles. That's exactly what you want. Bus routes, I don't know. I'm sure there's a reason they do that, but I swear, ours was the same way. Like, we had to... I forget what time we had to be on the bus. It was early-ish, 7 something. Or maybe 6:45. I think it was 6:45. At 7:30 or so, it basically came right back past the house again. And I was like, I could sleep for 45 more minutes if you could just pick me up this time. Nope. What school starts at 6 a.m.? I don't know. I could see, like, you know, there's different circumstances where maybe you get dropped off at school because your parents start work at 6:30 and you just have to be dropped off at 6. Like, that could be a thing. Holy, I don't know how that got along. Started out with Deer Hunter 1, 2, and 3 in the late 90s. So I basically started out with Deer Hunter 4. I've played the original Deer Hunter a little bit. Like later on I got my hands on it. Deer Hunter 4 and 5 are what really got me into like hunting games. And I think I have Deer Hunter 5. Maybe I'll be able to get it to run. I bet if I used the virtual machine that Beagle helped me set up, I bet I could get it to run. I'd love to do videos on that. That game's like, for the time, I mean, frankly, Atari hunting games were way ahead of their time in general. But that game was actually, like, quite good. It had some legit mechanics. Don't you trot down over there, you're decent. I don't know if that got it. We're supposed to have a beefalo that's dead. That definitely did not seem to get him. How do I get different colors on a gun like that? Basically, if you go into your storage, to like where you change your inventory, there will be a key on the bottom that says customize. You click that and you can change it. We're pretty much at the end of the stream. We have our Cape Buffalo here, so I'll fast travel and show you how to do that. Right in the very back of the lung. Couldn't have done that better if I tried. Okay. First Euro Widget I see is a guaranteed diamond. Hurts my soul a little bit. But congrats. The EA Sports hunting game? Oh god, what was that called? I had one. Field and Stream? I loved that game. I was in first grade, I'll never forget. Little Flinter was sitting at his desk. I'm sure I was being taught how to, I don't know, tie my shoes or something. And that the intro of that game just replayed in my head over and over and over. All I wanted to do was play that game. They had another one too that I had. Oh god, that scared me. Ugh. Okay, so to customize your weapons, you can equip them or you can just do it from the storage locker side. And if you look at the bottom right there, you have 3 options. There's customize, select, and back. If we click the customize key, that's going to open this screen. As long as we own the DLCs with the different stuff, we can put all kinds of different colors and patterns on this thing. The only things that's like limited, you can only use a metal material where there's metal on the gun. So like for instance, we can do the blue metal on the barrel, we can't do the blue metal on the composite stock. Simple as that. Anyway, EA Sports is in the woods. They should have gone that route. That would have been great. It wouldn't have been. Can you imagine? The way EA is, you'd be buying DLCs to get more bullets for your gun. Anyway, we have made it to 5 o'clock. We killed a diamond today. That's the little diamond brown Cape Buffalo. So thanks to everybody that joined. We'll see, definitely, like, if it's not this week, definitely by next week, we'll have a video or two just running around Vurhonga post the apocalypse that's occurred here. See what kind of respawns turn up. Appreciate you guys joining. Appreciate everybody being civil in multiplayer. Maybe we'll do a little bit more, because the lack of civility in multiplayer in past streams, why I haven't done it in a while. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the support. And I will see you in tomorrow's video, which may be classic, maybe the angler, depends on what that announcement is and when it comes. Bye!